snow skiing started? Did someone just decided to go down the hill with a stick on their foot of wood and say, hey, this is a good sport. Maybe I'll make lots of money. Well, good morning, everyone. It's really nice to have so many audience for me today. I've spoken with just maybe 4 audiences, but this is amazing. So anyway, there is a progression on how the snow skiing came about. Let's we will touch about history, a little bit of the equipment evolvement, and of course my little experience of snow skiing. So the history goes way back. In 63,000 BC, the oldest ski was found in Lake Sidon in Russia. And in 3000 BC, the rock paintings in Russia, you can see that there was a skiing man in there. And also in 1300 BC, Norse mythology about Uller and Skade, the god and goddess of skiing. Skiing, they're depicted as a hunter over here. And then going back to the ski, this word ski is actually came from the Norse word skid, meaning stick of wood. So during the Middle Ages, skiing was more for necessity, like hunting, like I showed you earlier. This is depicted on that rock painting. There's a skier and then the animal, so that was more for like hunting. And then the Norse goddess and god, Ilar. It's God, Uller, and Skade, the god and goddess of skiing. I showed that earlier. And then here is different kinds of how the technology of skis has evolved. You have the, well, of course, during the Middle Ages, there was more for necessity, like I said, for farmers and hunters and warriors. That was their common tool, which is the ski. And then before 1800, the Jacques de la Tocquenay, which states in his journal that in winter, the mail was delivered through the mountain pass by a man on a kind of snow skates, moving very quickly. So in 18th century, it got widespread, and in 1841, immigrants from Norway brought it here in the U.S. So that was the documented first time that it was used as a actually recreational. So in 18th century, that's when the skiing became popular as a snow sport and a recreational. So where's the pointer?
There you go.
So in the beginning, about 8,000 years ago, this is what the skis looked like, and then it progressed to a wider ones because the wide one is better for snow to float on. And then it progressed. So in 1600 AD, this is how it looks like, and then it got longer and longer. In 1860s, it got longer in the U.S. too, because they thought that would be faster, because they want to be faster. And then when it really became known, widespread as a sports and recreational, everybody wants to get faster, so they made it skinnier and skinnier and longer. But then they found out later on that actually as of today, this is what it looks like. in the 18th century they have just wood. So they experimented. The technology has changed from wood to maybe a combination of a harder wood, which is hickory, and then a more pliable one, which is ash, made of ash. So they combine them together. But the glue that they use is not waterproof. So what happens when they're skiing, it falls apart. So they got smarter, and this guy named Red Cambridge, he developed a glue that is waterproof, and they actually use it on airplanes, and they use that to combine more materials together, and it sticks, so it was waterproof. And then of course, as of today, it's made out of fiberglass, right there. And this is a picture of 1920 skiers. I don't know if you can notice. Sometimes with the boots, they were tying it on the skis, and that's what it looked like. And that's the boots. And in 1980s, you know, it was really widespread. So you have the vacations, and that was me in 1988. And then I just went skiing. That was my boots at that time. It was long, and so that was. This is my boots right now. So if you compare it with the old ones, it's really skinny in the middle, and just kind of like fat on the top and on the bottom. And this is me in my last weekend experience, and I still got it. But this one, I couldn't control it. I hit the sign. And there I warmed up, so I was better at the skiing at that time. So if you compare the two, it was longer then, and now it's shorter. Now what are we looking forward to for the next skiing, because they have all these technology now? What we're looking forward to close, since we already went through the technology evolvement, what we're looking forward to is maybe what do you call that? A jetpack, so that you don't have to ride the ski lift anymore. So that is the future of snow skiing. Wow. Thank you so much.